All right, let's dive into this. You sent over some pretty interesting stuff about this China International Furniture Fair,
Hmm.
or CIF, as I guess the cool kids are calling it.
Right.
It's on right now, actually. It's the 55th edition.
Wow.
And, it's not just some small event either. Your notes say it's one of the world's biggest and most influential furniture exhibitions out there.
That's right. Yeah.
So I'm really excited to unpack all this. We're going to take a deep dive into all these documents you gave me
Okay.
and try to pull out the most interesting, most important insights
Sounds good.
for everyone listening.
Yeah, it's amazing when you think about it. 55 editions since 1998.
Wow.
That really tells you something about how important it is
Yeah,
and how it's become like a central event for the entire global furniture industry.
absolutely. And your sources actually highlight just how massive this thing is.
Oh, yeah.
We're talking 850,000 square meters,
Huge.
over 4,700 exhibitors, and get this, more than 380,000 visitors
And mind-boggling. Yeah.
coming from over 200 countries.
It's incredible.
And it's been going on since 1998. So clearly it's not just some regional thing. This is a major player on the world stage.
Absolutely.
So our mission today was to figure out, why is CIF so important right now?
Yeah.
Like, what makes it so special? And what are the really important trends that everyone should be aware of?
Yeah, think about those numbers for a second. Almost 400,000 professionals from all over the world,
Right.
200 different countries. That's not just a trade show that's like this huge gathering of the entire furniture world.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder what kind of connections are being made there, what kind of deals are being struck.
Exactly. And here's where it gets really interesting. So your sources highlight a few key reasons why CIF 2025 is getting so much attention globally. We're talking about innovative design trends, stuff that blends like modern tastes with practicality, and also sustainability is a big thing this year.
Right.
And the fair covers pretty much every aspect of the industry. You've got your home furniture, obviously,
Of course.
but then also office spaces,
Yeah.
outdoor and leisure,
Yeah.
and even all the details, the home decor, the textiles. It's really comprehensive.
Oh, yeah.
And then finally, of course, it's incredibly international. Like we were saying,
Right.
people from over 200 countries. It's a real hub for collaboration and growth.
I mean, that global attention, it really makes you think, what does that actually mean on the ground?
Yeah.
Is it international buyers looking for new suppliers?
Yeah.
Is it designers maybe looking for inspiration from different cultures?
Interesting.
Or could it be manufacturers checking out the competition, seeing what new materials and technology are out there?
Could be all of those.
What?
And your notes actually go deeper into the main ideas behind CIF 2025.
Okay.
And there's a big focus on sustainability and green solutions this year. Specifically, the sources mention exhibitors like ASKT, who are showcasing all sorts of eco-friendly materials, furniture that can be recycled. Even their packaging is innovative and sustainable.
Interesting.
And this is fascinating for me. With everyone being so aware of environmental issues these days,
Right.
it's really interesting to see it front and center at a huge industry event like this.
I think what's particularly noteworthy is how this focus on sustainability suggests a real change is happening in the furniture industry.
Yeah.
It's not just a niche thing anymore. It's becoming a major consideration for designers and manufacturers.
Yes.
And the fact that companies like ASKT are being highlighted, well, that shows that it's not just talk, they're actually doing it.
Yeah. Another really important concept they highlight is smart and multifunctional furniture.
Okay.
And, this makes a lot of sense when you think about it. We've got this global trend of people living in smaller urban spaces.
Right, right.
So the focus is on designs that are versatile, save space. We're talking about AI integration, foldable, modular pieces. And of course, ergonomics is huge.
Makes sense.
It really shows how furniture design is evolving to meet the demands of modern life.
Yeah, it's all about adapting to how people live today, especially in these crowded cities. And this idea of integrating AI. That's fascinating.
Yeah.
I mean, even though we don't have specific examples here, it suggests that furniture could become even more responsive to our needs,
Right.
maybe even anticipate them. Imagine furniture that adapts to you throughout the day.
Like something out of a sci-fi movie.
Exactly.
And another thing your materials pointed out was this idea of cultural integration in design.
Okay.
So CIF is promoting a real mix of global styles.
Interesting.
The idea is to create furniture that appeals to a wider range of markets worldwide.
I see.
And I think this is super important if you're interested in the international market or just want to understand those broader design influences.
Yeah, when you look at how interconnected the global marketplace is becoming, this focus on blending different cultural styles is really smart.
Hmm.
Furniture that can bridge those cultural gaps has a much broader appeal,
Right.
and it can really help companies expand globally.
Absolutely. Now, your sources also break down CIF 2025 into these specific sections.
Okay.
So you've got the home furniture section, obviously. They're showcasing everything from really luxurious designs
Hmm.
to contemporary styles and even more traditional pieces. Then there's the office and commercial space
All
section,
right.
and they're highlighting all the latest stuff in ergonomic office chairs
Of course.
and collaborative workspaces.
All right.
Then you've got the outdoor and leisure section.
All right.
Lots of weather-resistant materials there.
Mm-hmm.
And again, big focus on sustainability.
Yeah.
And finally, the home decor and textiles section.
Yeah.
They're covering all the trends in lighting, rugs, upholstery, the whole 9 yards.
Wow, so they really cover it all, huh?
They really do. It's a super comprehensive overview of the entire industry.
This makes a lot of sense if you think about the different needs and interests within the furniture sector.
Yeah.
By dividing the fair into these zones, they're making it easier for people to find what they're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's a specific product category or a certain design style that's relevant to their business.
Right. And it's interesting because the material you gave me actually includes some specific information about one particular company,
Oh, okay.
ASKT.
ASKT. All right.
And we learned that they're launching a whole new line of dining furniture at Booth E2F30.
Okay.
Their designs are inspired by this sort of European elegance, but also built to last.
Sounds nice.
They're really emphasizing their customizable options too. So upholstery materials, sizes, you can really personalize it.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, they're all about those eco-friendly solutions.
Yeah.
They use recyclable materials whenever possible.
I like that.
And it's really cool because looking at this company, ASKT,
Yeah.
it actually brings to life a lot of the themes we've been talking about. Combining that beautiful design with durability, offering that customization, and really prioritizing those eco-conscious practices, it really embodies the key trends we've seen highlighted throughout your materials.
Exactly. It's like a perfect example of what CIF is all about this year.
And it looks like they're actively inviting people to visit their booth.
Oh, cool.
Check out the products, experience them firsthand. They're also open to discussing potential partnerships.
I see.
But for those who can't actually make it to the fair in person,
Right.
they're offering these virtual experiences,
Oh, that's clever.
live video updates, and even a virtual showroom.
Wow, so they're really covering all their bases.
Mm-hmm. Their booth is E2F30,
Mhm.
and they've provided all their contact information.
Smart.
Website,
Yeah.
email, WhatsApp, the whole deal. This level of detail about a single exhibitor gives us a real sense of the kind of innovation and business that's happening at CIF.
What I find interesting here is how ASKT is being proactive in reaching both physical and digital audiences. That shows they understand that the world is changing and that you need to engage people in different ways.
Absolutely. So let's bring it all together. What does this all mean for you, for our listeners? This deep dive into CIF 2025 shows us a massive global event. But it's more than just a showcase for furniture.
Right.
It's a driving force behind innovation, sustainability, smart design, international collaboration. It's all happening here.
Absolutely. And the scale of this event, combined with the focus on future trends,
Yeah.
well, it makes CIF a pretty good indicator of where the whole furniture industry is headed.
Exactly. Now, I think the emphasis on adaptability is especially relevant today.
Mm-hmm.
We see it in the furniture designs themselves, catering to those smaller living spaces,
Right.
but also in how designs are adapting to different cultural preferences. It speaks to a world that's more interconnected than ever before.
It really highlights how the furniture industry is responding to these changes in demographics and global dynamics.
Right.
The move towards designs that blend different cultural elements shows that companies are recognizing the importance of appealing to a global consumer base.
And we can't forget about that strong commitment to sustainability. Companies like ASKT are leading the charge.
Yeah,
And this signals a real shift in priorities within the industry.
definitely.
So this leads us to a really important question for everyone listening. How might these big trends, this focus on sustainability, smart functionality, and global design influences, impact your areas of interest or the work you do?
That's the real takeaway here.
Yeah.
Understanding these trends highlighted at CIF, the demand for eco-friendly materials, those adaptable, space-saving designs, This knowledge can give you real insight into what the future holds for your own field, what the demands will be, what the opportunities might be.
It's incredible to think that a single trade fair can capture so much innovation, attract so many people from all over the world. It shows just how interconnected and dynamic the furniture industry really is today. It's definitely something to keep an eye on.
You know, at the end of the day, CIF 2025, based on what we've seen in these materials,
Yeah.
it gives us a really fascinating glimpse into the global furniture industry,
Mm,
not just where it is now, but also where it's going. And when we think about these trends, it's not just about furniture.
right.
It's about international business, about design innovation, about environmental awareness. There's so much to learn from all of this.
It's definitely given us a lot to think about today.
It has.
So thanks for sharing all this with me.
Of course, my pleasure.
And everyone listening, thanks for joining us for another deep dive. Until next time.
See you then.